their society. And the whole idea of the female engagement team is to be able to connect with the entire population. You know, in a coin fight that we're in, you know, that's the absolute key at the end of the day. And it's a really distinctive, they were using throughout Helmand Province, and from that we learned a lot of great lessons, had a lot of great success. So, you know, I started working with Lieutenant Colonel Nethercott back before we even deployed, and we were able to train up for at least 5 months, some, you know, a little 2 months before we got out here. But we really worked on engagement techniques, how to talk to people, because, you know, Afghans, they kind of look at us. We are, you know, as females, we're not held to the same standard necessarily that they hold their own women to. You know, their own gender prohibitions are really meant for their own women. So we have a lot of access and placement that is not offered to male Marines. So we can talk to both men and women, and what they found is when we talk to men, they spill their guts to us. They like to talk to us, and it's, you know, I think it's just human nature. Again, it's not maybe not something very unique to Afghanistan, but it's just that dynamic. And then the engagement, you know, obviously in the area we're in, they speak Pashto. So a key part of being able to engage is to be able to use an interpreter. So there's some training that comes into understanding how to do that. So what we found is they open up, you know, for the most part.
Can I follow up on that? You said a couple of times women have influence, they influence their sons and that. In preparation for our visit, we had enemy. Afghanistan is more matriarchal than you think. Well, that would be easy because I don't think of it that way. But they said within the family and in the house, the mothers do have a strong influence on their children and on their sons. And if they, to put an ID or something, any kind of explosive device out on the road, then that would have an impact on their behavior. Do you find that to be?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. And you know, I think it's just, you know, that's where the cultural differences come